Hi friends, and welcome to math class. Today we are going to be able to know how to use a scale or a balance when this lesson is over. Now, some of you might have seen this before, and some of you might not have. This is something we use in math. It helps us weigh things. You know how sometimes maybe at your house you have a scale. It's usually a square and it sits on your floor and then you stand on it, tells you how much you weigh. So this one has two sides. So we can find out when things weigh the same or how many of one thing it takes to weigh the same as just one other thing. So for example, we're going to do 3 examples today, and I'll move my camera so that you can see down here. So here we have our balance or our scale. And see, right now it's even. It's the same because there's nothing in this one and there's nothing in this one. So they weigh the same. But for us to weigh today, I have a little truck. I have one of our pattern blocks that Mrs. Calise uses for the board for math class. And I have a pear, one of the pears from our kitchen. And so we're going to weigh those today, and we're going to see how many counting bears it takes. So our items will be in one side and our counting bears will be in the other side. Okay, so let's start first with the truck. Now this truck, it's pretty solid. You might have some at home. It's made out of metal. It's very hard. It's a little heavy, so we're going to put it in this side and see how then this side goes down because there's something in here. So this shows us that this side is heavier right now than this side. But we want it to look like this again. So we're going to put counting bears in here. So there we have our truck. And Mrs. Calise is going to put the counting bears in one by one. So 1, no change. 2, still nothing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's a little movement. 11, 12, 13. Oh, is it even, friends? Maybe one more bear. Let's see. 14. Oh, 14 was too many bears. Now this side's too heavy. So let's go back to 13. There we go. And it goes right across. So it took 13 counting bears to weigh the same as this one truck. So it took 13. Okay, so now I'm going to take those bears out. I'm going to put them right over there. And we'll take the truck out, and our balance or our scale will go back to even again. Now we're going to see how many counting bears it takes for our pattern block. So again, we'll put that in there and see this side goes because it's heavier or it weighs more. Okay, let's see one by one. 1, you can count with me. I'll show the bears before I put them in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it look pretty even? It looks pretty even to me. So how many bears did it take, friends? Yeah, it took 5. Let's put up 5 fingers and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. And last, we're going to do our pair from our kitchen, our play pair. So we'll put that in and see again, it's heavier. So count with me, please, friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, maybe if I don't throw that one in there. Or is 12 good enough? No, 12's not good enough. There we go. I'd say that's pretty good. There we go. And it's even. So the pair took also 13 bears. And see, we were putting our bears in this side, so it equaled. So this means they are the same. Because see, now if I took a few bears out, it's not the same. The pair weighs more than the container with the bears. So that was our lesson today, friends, weighing different things. Now, you have a worksheet in your packet that has a balance and a scale on it, just like ours, just like we did today in class. And look, they have counting bears that they use too. And they weighed a car, just like we did. And they're weighing a cookie. We weighed a pear. And they weighed a CD. It's like a DVD, a CD, put it in the computer or your TV. And we did a shape that we normally use for math. So make sure you have a grown-up help you read the directions, but Mrs. Calise is going to read them as well. It says, how many teddy bears balance the computer CD, the cookie, and the toy car? So as you can see, one end doesn't go down farther. See, like ours? Here, I'll show you again. With ours. See how ours is even right now? That means it's balanced. It's the same. So they want to know how many bears it took to balance it with the CD. So you have to count how many bears are in there. And then they want you to count the bears because it took this many bears to be balanced with the cookie, to weigh the same as the cookie. And it took this many bears to weigh the same as the car. Okay? And then you're going to write the number. Okay? And I know that because we worked through 1 through 9. We know how to write all those numbers. And I know you can do it. So you need to complete this, just like what we did for the lesson. Okay? Thank you for joining me, friends.